Прикольно, мы теперь знаем. С мужиками давай драться, да?
Да.
Где они?
Они меня реально сразу заметили. Они меня прям супер замечают.
Ну, слышишь, они говорили,
Сейчас.
они где-то рядом были. Вон, пошевелиться. Ну, где вы?
Сейчас Федору напишу. Дохлые люди.
Это мы видели. Давай подвернись, он прям рядом. Они, по-моему, дошли до тебя, а ты сводила.
Да нет, они ушли обратно потом по-любому.
Голос ты слышала, говорили?
Да нет, сейчас не слышала. Я не нажимала.
Что?
Пушку не нажимала.
Что не нажимала?
Пушку не нажимала, чтобы она...
Они вот здесь были. Вот в этом они были здания.
Нет, они вон в том были здания.
Вот они ходят.
Чё ты не сдох-то? Дайте. Да это маленький лук, я им даже не достаю, походу.
За машинку стресс, вот за машину стресс, они как бегут уже.
Так они меня видят в любом случае.
Ну что?
Ага, это в машину.
Давай.
Готов.
Вот что вы стали так разговаривать сразу? В одежде так какой.
Ага.
Нормальный, красивый. Что вы такой, моряк? Что, моряк?
Квен. Ну,
Иван,
помнишь?
я уже забыла. А второй где?
Ну, он лежит. Я к нему сейчас бегу.
Вы что такие недоброжелюбные?
Ну, им даны были... Блин. Так, это из чего бочка нахрен? Ну! Ну чё палками она заграждена, эта бочка несчастная. Да что ж такое-то, ну? Наконец-то. Давай, гориллу, лох.
Что вы такие недружелюбные? Ну, какой-то новый народ.
I better get to the leader fast in case there's more of them. According to Gaia, it should be somewhere in these ruins.
О, желтая. Кто?
Кто никто? О, биотек. Оранжерея. Ну ладно, это не буду уже проверять, не настолько это важно.
Looks like some sort of old office complex.
А, это кто-то разбил.
Угу.
Видишь, тут парк был виден.
Ага, ну оранжерея. Красная. Угу.
Как красиво.
Цветок. Ну, я надеюсь, теперь нам дадут его сжечь нахрен.
Demeter should be right beyond that door. But those vines are blocking the way. Unless I can cut through them, I'm gonna need to find another way in.
Вот так вот, да? Может, тут посмотри, может, код какой-нибудь.
Необычный код.
Где?
Function true. Ну, в смысле, код программы. Угу.
А это что? Ничего.
Просто да.
Ты не светишь, да?
Да, не видно, видно, что не бежал. Ну,
Room with no way out. Great. At least there's a console. A log.
Just got off the line with U.S. Robot Command. Time's running out. Didn't have the heart to tell Harris that our cure might be worse than the disease. Even if adamantine wreath works, we still have to prove we can curtail the trailing plants efficiently. But Cobble's team is working on it over at Test Station Ivy. He'll come through. He has to.
Adamantine wreath. Another secret project. Well, they made the metal flowers here and the vines, so maybe I can find a way to destroy them. If I can find Test Station Ivy. How do I get out of here? There we go. Great. These guys again. Whoever they are, they want me dead. I better be careful.
груша со вкусом соевого соуса, только не соленая. Прям соевый соус, только не соленый. Вот этот привкус, кошмар, какая
Я
невкусная.
говорю, не ешь. Лиза, куда? Они там ходят. Посвети, посвети. Вон их сколько.
Да это бочки все.
Вон, раз. Ты видела их? Было там человек
Раз,
6.
2.
Ну нахрена
3.
прыгать-то сейчас туда?
А как ты предлагаешь мне? Через листик их бить?
Ну, давай подумаем. Во-первых, собери балахну.
Да нечего думать.
А вон там что?
Текстовое сообщение.
Что-то там. Да ладно. Что там Эйнштейн сказала?
Что пора думать? Пора прыгать и бить всех.
Я тоже считаю, что надо подумать. Подожди. Подожди.
Опять все против меня.
Да не все против тебя. Вон, смотри, еще ящичек. Загула такая. Посмотри в другое окошко.
Да не стреляются они отсюда.
Просто посмотри, изучи обстановку.
Ну где ты видишь обстановку?
Я вижу теперь. Идем туда, сверху, не прыгаем. Подойдем и посмотрим. Спокойно. Так, посвети. Бочки. Вон чувак стоит рядом с бочкой. Ты бочку можешь подбить и сразу убить чувака.
Ничего я отсюда не могу, я считаю.
Почему?
Потому что я ничего не вижу.
Тут даже нет травы спрятаться.
Да вон трава, прям сразу. И вон травы миллион.
Ну иди в траву спрятаться. Можешь бочку подбить, нет? Сможешь. Ну, пусть там невозможно. Нет, деревья. Даже нет. Да нет, ведь там дерево. Ну как?
Да.
Вот сначала сооруди боеприпасы все.
По мне все.
Выпей какую-нибудь штуку для храбрости. Не знаю.
Ну это ты для храбрости выпей что-нибудь.
Траву сразу вон туда. Я бы на вертолете полетела. Травы, нет?
I could take those soldiers out
Вот.
quietly.
Это очень правильно. Тихо. Камушек.
There's a barbarian in the compound. She got past the lookouts. Find her, kill her, and bring her head to the lieutenant. Understood.
Just diplomacy's off the table.
Here, everything is.
Подожди. Бочку.
О, щит.
You see that? Where? What's going on? You sure there's something here?
Давай. Он пилой!
Да это просто их местное оружие.
Было бесшумно.
Нет, они меня все уже видят.
Оружие, оно сильное.
Не, оно просто еще в щит превращается. Все, вон их 2 человека, блин.
Стреляю, давай.
Это не так.
Не надо, у меня такой есть. Давай. Ну, да он отошел. Сейчас под... Стоп. Так кто
Ну
стреляет?
там. Ладно, не в бочку, так не в бочку. Скотина.
Вон он бегает.
Как попасть?
Да где твоя фото?
Я хотела огнем его, как-нибудь по-разному. Вон он спрятался за стол нахрен.
Ой, ой!
Ну, вдвоем тогда вас убью сразу. Ой, ой. Там еще там еще...
Ящики отбирай.
Да нет, там чувак, я не буду шить ящики, там чувак страшный.
Спускай. Поджигай бочку, вот стоит вот прям ровно в бочке.
Я не достану. Не достаю я.
Давай, стреляй!
Да ладно, вот этой.
Бегай, бегай, бегай!
Ничего страшного.
Бегай!
Классно вид.
Это тебя подранило?
Да.
А где?
Ну, не дает она мне стрелять почему-то. По какой-то причине нахрен. Ладно, будем с тобой по-другому разговаривать. Ой,
Trying to kill me?
Взорвался он, да?
я не знаю, почему так произошло.
Oh no, I need to find a way out of this courtyard.
А, все, убила?
Да, у тебя пищит.
Хороший ящик.
Ну да, ничего, ящик.
Что там, покажи,
Ловушки. Лук. Реально. Еще разъяряющие стрелы.
это вот как он стрелял, наверное, какими-то.
Стрелы. Враг атакует ближайшую цель, независимо от того, дружественная или враждебная. Чтобы друг с другом дрались машины. Ни хрена себе. Ого. Какие крутые стрелы хочу. Ой. Охотничьи отмечающие стрелы. Перехваченные машины атакуют эту машину, если я... Нифига себе. А, помнишь, в прошлой игре было такое, ты делаешь
Ага,
машину
точно,
чумной, и
да.
она начинает всех
Да.
подряд. Еще и рот чешется от этой безвкусной абсолютно херни.
That door looks promising.
I submit.
Чеши.
Do as you will.
I didn't want to fight your friends out there. They attacked me.
If by death alone I can atone our trespass.
I'm not gonna kill you, okay? I just want to figure out what's going on. Where did you get that focus?
I moved the chosen people. The Quen. The ancestors left the power of the focus to us alone, the eye that reveals the legacy.
The legacy, huh?
The legacy? The truth. It is in the darkness and the lost places. Among the ancient ashes and the bones of the before that it lies waiting. As a diviner, it is my task to seek it out. For the good of my people.
You're looking for data. Maybe we can help each other. What's your name?
Alva? Second diviner of the Eastern Expedition.
I'm Aloy. Why don't we start again? I've never heard of the Quen.
Our lands lie across the Great Ocean. We haven't been here before.
So why come now?
Our homeland has been ravaged by freakish weather. Terrible storms,
Поменяю
blistering droughts,
после этого
the crops
здания.
are failing, the people are starving. When we looked for answers, it was proposed that if we had the courage to cross the ocean to Legacy's landfall, then we might earn the knowledge we need to save our people. But so far, that knowledge has eluded us.
So, your people call this place Legacy's Landfall?
No. Landfall is where we arrived. To the west, in the shadows of the sunken city by the broken bridge.
You mean San Francisco?
Yes. You're well versed in the legacy. It was a place of great importance to our ancestors. We had hoped to learn their secrets there, but so far that door remains closed. Even so, the data we discovered there has led us to this place. It might be our last chance.
To find something that can save your crops and your people.
Yes. If if the ancestors will be generous to us once more.
So you said your ancestors left your tribe that focus?
Yes. 13 diviners have possessed this one since it was discovered among the ruins in our homeland. I have their honored names committed to memory.
So you have one, but none of the soldiers out there did.
We each have a role to play. No, it is the diviner's purpose to seek out the legacy, interpret the wisdom of our ancestors for the good of all, and to keep it safe, so that no one but the diviners know how to use a focus. Not even the Imperial family, and certainly not soldiers.
So how many diviners are there?
At Landfall, a small group. Back at home, a few dozen more. That's a guess. Only the overseers know for sure, and I am not of their rank.
So you call data from the ancient past the legacy?
Yes. All that is not lost or forbidden.
What does that mean?
All that we are capable of reading, and that which is permitted.
Okay, I'm not sure I get it. That's fine. So what do you use the data for?
The greatest secrets are the ones that improve the lives of many. How to tend our crops, how to hold floodwaters back, or even cross the ocean.
Technology.
That is what I seek here. Technology that can help my people back home.
Those soldiers, they opened fire on me without warning. Why?
It is the duty of the Quen to seek out the legacy and defend it from the ignorant and envious. Not that you seem ignorant. But back home, other tribes only mean us harm, and we were told the same was true here.
Does that come from your legacy?
The legacy is truth. But we have been known to misinterpret it. I hope time and the wisdom of our ancestors will guide us down the correct path.
Yeah. I hope so too. I'm looking for a place in this facility called Test Station Ivy. Have you found any data that mentions it?
No. But I did find something that looks like a map. But it was unreadable. Lost.
Maybe I can make some sense of it.
There.
There's a lot of files here.
I've been through all of them. Look in the GH facility section. Like I said, a lost file.
You can't see the map? It's okay. It looks like your focus is an early model. The operating system won't be able to read any files created after the mid-2050s. But I could share them with you.
Share them? You can see what is lost and forbidden.
Not lost, not forbidden, just a newer format. There. That's where I need to go.
But you can't get there. We've been here for a week trying to get deeper into the complex. The way has been blocked by rubble.
What about this tunnel? It looks like it unlocks from here.
No. I thought these might be some kind of access controls, but I couldn't read enough data to make them work.
Let's try with my focus, okay?
I believe these consoles were meant to be operated in unison, but I'm not sure.
Вот угар.
Okay, here we go.
Following your lead. Your ancestors are showing us the way.
Come on, let's go.
You want me to come with?
Она типа такая много знает, и в то же время игру очень все
Ага.
так забавно смотреть, хорошо сделано. Такой образ.
Понятно.
You?
It took both of us to open up that tunnel, didn't it?
This place is a maze.
According to the map, there should be another exit further in. Just stay close.
Lead the way. I can't believe you actually got us in. I was dreading having to stay here no longer with your soldiers.
Да, они
They
пользуются
slaughtered the barbarians that approached the site.
Она
It was like they enjoyed it.
Угу.
Most of my people weren't like that, I promise.
Так, это кажется как продолжение. Так что... Сюда зайти сначала. Угу.
Fire glare.
Well, that was loud.
Опять стихи.
There has to be a way out of here.
Нет, зеленый. Так. Можно?
Through here.
Нет. Так. Мне кажется, основной туда, поэтому сходим сюда. Или нет?
According to the map, the exit should be this way.
А ты тогда туда не станешь?
Ну, сходим. Тут эти ящики почему-то не показывают на карте.
Там что-то видишь?
Да, но он дальше.
Видишь, она за тобой когда не очень идет, значит туда не надо. Когда
Да, мне кажется, она везде не очень идет, потому что я ее вожу.
О, крутилка.
Какая? Ну,
А,
просто крутилка.
думала, можно вот
Ага. Да, вот он с другой стороны.
Must have taken a wrong turn. I'll be glad to get back above ground.
It feels like a tomb down here.
Гремит так все. Да ладно.
пойду на круг комната 14.
Почему?
Страшно. О, дергается.
Нет.
A hatch at the top of the ladder.
good.
They fly to and from the complex several times a day. Only the ancestors know why.
Well, the ancestors are dead, Elva.
Of course. How else could they be ancestors?
Looks like we have more pressing concerns. Follow my lead.
Нет, жить в теплице.
Я быстро, да?
Давай. Угу. Федор, прикинь, кстати, Саша Киберпанк себе ключ купил на Киберпанк. И он говорит, ему очень нравится. Это единственная игра после Дута, которая реально вот ему понравилась. Потому что там еще куча патчей вышла, и недавно вообще огромный патч вышел, и она прям починена, и он говорит, он прям очень нравится ему, короче. Поэтому он прям посоветовал, говорит, думаю, тебе будет интересно. Она сейчас очень хорошая. Поэтому я планирую как-нибудь потом в Киберпанк поиграть. Нашла выход.
А?
Нашла выход.
Там машины были.
Ну, сейчас подеремся.
Acid will do a lot of damage.
Наракоп. Ну, наверное, сначала в Ведьмака, да, я тоже подумала об этом. Куча машин какая-то и 0 кустов, а вон кусты. Ну, я сказала Федору про то, что Саша играл в Киберпанк.
А, я думала, убийца там даже.
Нет.
Подожди, все остановится.
Чё орёт там она?
Сиди, подожди, давай по очереди, потихоньку.
Да тут лохи всякие в основном.
Как лучше?
А, ну я его сейчас убью, в принципе, со второго удара-то.
Что надо такое? Она вообще безоружная, я смотрю. Они искатели и все?
Ну, походу.
Идет.
Ну, он сюда не дойдет, она там патрулирует.
Нет,
Ну, я... Нет. Огненный загонщик. Можно оседлать, можно разблокировать его. Ну, сейчас пойду разблокирую, все равно никто не ходит рядом.
Подожди, у тебя тогда баран просто есть.
Ну, ничего страшного. Я думаю, в бою мне сейчас поможет очень.
Ну, вот это разозлится, и ты не сможешь его разблокировать. Этот вон идет к себе, видишь?
Long legs. I can override them with the data I got from the contents.
Ты его приручил?
Кстати, я могу, но он меня почему-то заметил.
Агрессия, там можно выбрать.
Да, я теперь выбрала. Ну все, поехали. Давай, птичка. Чё птичка стоит, я не понять не могу. Чё птица стоит, я понять не могу.
А у него проходит агрессия.
Я подвигалась, птица начала двигаться, слава богу.
Она на тебя.
Чего? Нет. Ну, вон она бьет. А чего цвет такой яркий? Ёкало мене. Ой, кто-то упал. Добиваем. Ой, птица стала злая. А нет, это наракоп. Давай, птица. Птица стала злая, по-моему. Да.
Смотри на
Нет, нет, это она с другим эффектом. И она, по-моему, с девочкой начала драться. Хромает.
девочка умеет что-то брать.
Что-то, ну, что-то сделала. Что-то у нее какая-то пушка есть, походу. А, ну вон у нее лук есть. Ладно. Веток тут немерено. Как будто нам в ящиках по 100 веток не дают в каждом.
И камней.
Все. Ты кто такая? Блин. Ну да. Куда?
A vent. I think I can pull it open.
Надо подобраться.
Entrance to the complex. Looks like it's locked off.
Она умеет это делать?
Я думаю, да. Ну, как-то сделала.
Такое не знаю, что ничего.
Ой. Вон она как меня перелетела,
There
видала?
must be some other way to get into the facility.
I'm right behind you. Maybe we can get through that hatch on the ground.
Ну, алло.
Like the one we used at the first station. There's consoles up here too.
Господи.
You stay put. I'll see what I can find.
Это просто к ящику. Два сердца.
Another way to reach those consoles.
Я
Can jump
умею.
up there.
Ага.
I'll have to find another way. I think I can move these things.
О, эти двигаются, наверное.
Ну, она и сказала.
There we go. Huh. There's some space back there. Aha. This should help.
Ключик.
Двигающие.
Supplies. This one won't budge. Maybe one of the others.
Ничего.
Не поддается, она сказала этот.
А там что-то сияет за ним. Смотри. Ты видишь? Там батарея.
Видать.
сюда ее впускаем.
Aloy, would you mind warning me next time you decide to, blow up a wall?
Обосралась. Я бы тоже, наверное, обосралась.
Такая, видишь? Где-то не видела.
Yeah. If you can hop on top of it, I can get you to those consoles.
Exactly.
А. Назад чуть-чуть надо.
Hold it there. Let me just. I
Вот
jumped
всё.
on top.
Радуется так. Как схватить?
Hold on.
На, вон туда.
That's good. Jumping over. Made it. I'm at the console. Wait. There's data here. A lot. But it's blocked. Something's restricting access. If I can't get past it, my mission here is doomed.
Alva, I'll help. If I can, okay? But first we have to get out of here.
Right. We need to open the hatch. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm unlocking a storage unit.
Тут открыто, наверное. Ага.
There should be a power cell inside. Then you need to find a way.
I found the energy cell. Okay, I'm on it.
Ой, перехватили.
Okay. That brought power back to the doors. You can reach me now.
On my way.
А, ага.
А что, она не могла так по лестнице тоже залезть? Надо было ее двигать?
Нет, ей надо было туда залезть.
А,
Тут дверь я открыла сейчас. Запитала.
We need to operate both consoles simultaneously to open the hatch.
I'll get to the other console. You stay here.
Ready when you are.
Okay, you ready? On 2. 1, 2.
Commencing adamantine wreath vulnerability test scenario 12C15.
Okay, that's where we need to go.
Magnetic field engaged. Initiating biomass conversion process.
What? No. How do I shut this thing off?
Failsafe exceeded. Test cannot be aborted.
What is this?
That's how the world ended.
Test complete. Adamantine wreath structural integrity uncompromised.
What did we just see?
Alva. Let's meet below. I'm gonna share a file with you, okay?
Test log, Elm. I think it's Tuesday, second? Who cares? I'll say this for the end of the world. It's jam-packed with irony. We developed biomass conversion here. Infinite food for infinite machines. And now we're racing against time to find something to give them indigestion. Well, it works. War machines won't be able to eat the wreaths. But can we deploy them in time? God, I hope so.
I don't understand.
Your ancestors? They were wiped out. Your legacy didn't tell you that?
The time of ashes. But most of the data about that is lost, or forbidden.
Well, they created machines that consumed all life. You just saw how. It's a miracle anything survived.
I don't want to know this. This is not why I'm here. I need the wisdom of my ancestors to help save my people, not forbidden knowledge of their sins. I need to find something that helps, something to bring back. The Overseers will punish me. Or even worse, people will die. Do you understand? My family. My sister. I left her when she was 14. Already you could see her bones. They will starve.
Alva. Alva. I get it. I do. It's hard to explain, but you and I are working toward the same goal. And if I succeed, your people won't need any data. Things will just... they will get better.
But even if I believe you, my people won't. I need to bring something back.
Okay. Then we'll go to Test Station Ivy. And if I can find a way to kill those vines, then I will have access to the data core. What I need is in there. I'm pretty sure that if I take it, it will unblock access to all the data that this place has. And that will give you something to bring home.
I'm not sure I understand. But every secret makes its own maze. A diviner must persevere. Go on. I'll follow.
We need to keep moving.
Пекари.
Test Station Ivy.
Ага.
Пришла. Ей надо похрену, не хочу знать плохое. Мне надо что-то принести.
Мгм.
Потому что мои все родные кожи и кости.
Ну,
Все мы умираем.
Another maze. The road to truth is never a straight line. So the metal flowers, what the data referred to as
нет.
adamantine wreaths. They were supposed to stop the destruction that caused
О, нет.
Что это?
Ну так много. Ага. Все-таки я угадала.
There has to be an exit somewhere. So, I never asked. Are you from around here?
Ладно, не буду искать все ящики. Ну, которые тут в лабиринте затеряны. Просто буду выбираться из лабиринта. Нет. Ну, вот такая она.
This is it.
Чё, наконец-то? Куда ты наконец-то пришла? А, вон.
Okay. Let's find a way to get into the proving ground.
Красиво. Вода почему-то. Опять стихи. Ой, у меня вода чуть-чуть сломалась. Красиво.
That complex should be a test station.
Well, let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
Плюс живой остался.
Still.
It's one of those machines.
Видала какой. Самый красивый. Урон от огня.
We're gonna have to take it out to get into the test station.
Так, ну давай, машина. Ой. Ничего не вижу. Невидимая машина. О, взорвалась ловушка. Сейчас пилить тебя будем. Но она говорит, огонь на нее используй. Ой. Ой, она деревья рубит. Ой-ой-ой. О мой бог.
Работают твои копии.
Да, и яд еще хорошо работает. Закончились копья. Нет, это, ну, остатки. Ой. Ой, бог.
Много делает раз это.
Нет, огненные, я хочу огненные манипуляции. Огненные я могу делать еще. Да, готов. Но она мне еще помогала, поэтому...
We should be able to get into test station Ivy now.
Она дала нам там штуку специальную. Вот. Металлический цветок. Мы с нее сняли. Он никак не показывается в инвентаре. Какая красивая штуковина. И лапы вон. Нет. Бурдюк лежал вот тут, вот, чтобы взорвать, но она даже близко к нему не подходила.
Сказали, обыщите площадку.
Нет. Сказали, смотрите, полигон плющ, чтобы убрать стебли. Ну, я в полигон иду.
There has to be some data here on the adamantine wreath we can use.
I trust your focus will see what mine cannot. Oh, that's interesting.
Find something?
Ладно, не очень интересно, они тут пишут.
Willow. It looks like it's underwater.
Huh. That might be worth a look sometime. This console's still operational.
I walk with the ancestors. We shall find.
Another log.
We're done in every way. The wreaths work. And Cobble came through. On a way to destroy them. Downloading a coded key into the deployment shell triggers an enzyme that causes the wreaths to eat themselves from within. But it's too late. The The latest projections from U.S. Robot Command have swarm reproduction outpacing our ability to drop the shells by 375%. Not even close. I guess we deserve this. I deserve it for what I made here. This will be my last log before evacuation.
So all their efforts were in vain. They ran out of time.
At least we have the software module they created. It should get rid of the vines produced by the metal flowers. I need a workbench to load the module onto my spear.
There's one back here at camp. The map showed a path leading back there past the next room.
И как next room? А, все, открывается. Так. Ага. Ну, можно, да, потом почитать. Будет, когда совсем скучно. Не, ничего нет.
In here. We'll have to climb up.
Right behind you!
We can use the line to get down.
Right! Easy! Made it! I still can't believe you took on all these soldiers by yourself. But we better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements. They could be here any time.
Right.
Загрузить в компьютер.
Да. Сделать вот этот листорез. Стеблерез. Ура! Ура!
То есть ты можешь что
Now,
делать?
we get to that data
Да.
core.
As I was saying, I still can't believe you took on all these soldiers by yourself.
Туда надо проникнуть.
We better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements.
Да, ты уже сказала.
Be here any time.
Right.
Угу.
Let's hope this
Давай,
module works.
давай.
Подходи.
Так к цветку надо как-то подойти.
Вот, 2, 1. Ну ты мне мечись как.
Ну так мне должны дать.
Ну вот, подойди и посмотри аккуратно.
Ну так надо, чтобы он мне дал.
Ой.
А, атаки ближнего боя, окей.
I think the software works.
Ага, надо его сначала побить. Нет, не так.
Не так.
Сначала побить, а потом вот так вот сделать.
Door's clear.
Ура!
Time to bring Demeter home.
Ура! Ура!
Demeter, it's time to go home. To Gaia.
Zeta 1. Yes.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Demeter's subordinate function to original code.
What did you do? I've never seen my focus glitch like that.
I found a special type of data. It's something you can't read. But they kept a tight grip on the data core. But now you should have access to the central server. All of it. Should give you something to bring home.
You were right. Hundreds of archives. Almost all of it relating to agriculture. It would take us years to get through all of this. But we don't have that kind of time. What you said before about... Alba! Hold your fire! By the word of the ancestors, you must stop. Come. Look at who you fired on.
That barbarian killed our soldiers!
Only those who fired blindly. She is no barbarian. She gave me the data we need. Come, look at her. Can't you see? Elizabeth Sobek stands before you. An ancestor reborn.
Diviner! We should bring the ancestor back.
It is we who follow their word, Commander, not the other way around. My apologies, Dr. Sobek. Our people's faith is strong, but there are those who are not as familiar with the legacy as they should be.
You heard the Diviner. The data has been found. You two, with me. The rest of you, meet us back at the beach for return to landfall.
I can't talk long. They will have many questions.
So do I. Your people know a lot about the past. And about Sobek, I guess, but they're...
Please, I must know. What you said before about working towards the same goal, how long will it take?
I don't know. A few months?
Then you are my family's best hope. Let nothing get in your way. You have opened my eyes to many things, and for that, I thank you. But now you must go.
Will I see you again?
Soon we return to Legacy's landfall. It might be dangerous for you to go there.
Well, tell me how to reach it, just in case.
We made landfall on the northeast edge of the sunken city. The currents around the archipelago are vicious, and the only approach is from the south. And it is guarded. Only attempt to go there if you must.
Diviner! What's the delay?
Please, go. If you attempt to stay here any longer, they may want to take you with us, and that won't go well for anyone.
Ну да.
I need to get Demeter back to Gaia anyway.
Gaia.
I'll explore the area before I make the trek back to base. And now I can use the vine cutter on those other metal flowers I found earlier.
Да. Цветочки наши все. Но
Да.
они предотвращают, они же хорошие.
Ну, уже не хорошие, уже не нужны они, получается.
Чё ты не эвакуируешься?
Сейчас тут карта, потому что такая. Теперь могу. Вопросик какой-то там остался. Ладно. Полетели.
Надо же, какой народ.
Угу.
Видишь, она такая сказала, ты глазами открыла.
Ага.
Как бы сказали бы много людей.
Ну.
О, ну вообще запасы все больше и больше. Посмотри, что она делает. Вот это да. Сейчас придешь, а там вообще просто.
Угу. Ковры.
Все, плюща. Смотри, что.
Кусты разрослись.
Да.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Так, ну что, доброе утро.
Aloy, is that what I think it is?
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough power to handle Hephaestus.
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
I hope Zoe's not upset I'm distracting you from your training.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said. But I guess there was something about my tone she didn't like. She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels about those machines. Which is true, of course, and the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Did you talk to Zoe after your fight?
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Better get this to Gaia.
You did it, Aloy.
Let's hold off on the ale till it's over and done with.
I'll let Aaron know.
Да я поговорю сначала.
Aloy, you've returned. And you come bearing gifts. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the Zeniths from our lands?
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the Earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
Ага, Эрон сидит, слушает музыку. Ага. Ну, а ты что делаешь?
Looks like you got what you wanted.
Yeah. It's almost time to go after Hephaestus.
Finally. We get to rock and roll. Yeah, at least that's how the old ones said it, I think.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Just give it time. I should get going.
Say hi to Gaia for me.
Need to talk about something else?
Yes, actually. Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. How do people do this? What if you're a bad...
I should go hand this over.
By all means.
One of Studious Juarez's many scrolls. It was a pain getting him to...
Ой, нельзя прочитать.
Still, he didn't deserve to be run down by Regalla's riders.
Фрагменты вала.
Is this a piece from the bulwark? Talo must have brought this with him as a trophy.
А, деревня.
I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Dakota in his place.
Где, кстати, этот челик? Вон он.
You busy?
One must never be idle when at war. But there is always time to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
It is how we see you.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds... kind of gross. I'll let you get back to your training.
And so will I.
Так необычно.
Ладно, пошли к Гею.
Да, ну действительно, может, какой-то Сиона пускали уже. Комнаты, наверное, тоже чуть-чуть.
Ну, можно потом проверить.
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter. With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores? Where would we find a place like that? Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thieves. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast
Нормально.
to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
Нифига, то есть там перед тем, как...
There. Let's see what we got.
Там столько надо сделать.
Да.
Получается, создать эти штуки, разнести их в котлам, пустить эти, еще чужие земли туда переехать.
Угу.
I'm back, Gaia.
What would you like to discuss?
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance, I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of Old World warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided, water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot. One that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. We now know which...
Right.
When we get the...
And...
Not... There are...
And during that, we'll create a
And
then we'll have... I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Faro agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Faro Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Faro war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreath before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
What Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No. Though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Отлично. Сейчас еще послушаем до конца все, что они хотят сказать. Угу. Ура, еще говорить. Яху. Зато теперь поменьше.
That's just I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
I'm sorry, Aloy. After all the trouble you went through, you have to head west again.
Well, no one said this was gonna be easy.
You sure you don't want any backup dealing with the Quen?
They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I'll be in touch if I need anything.
I'll make sure Beta briefs everyone on the pulse generators.
Good.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Kotallo.
Leave allowed Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Any progress with your plan for the Land Gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the Land Gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the Land Gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each Land God faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zoe. I promise. I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Hephaestus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
Найбы. Что у тебя тут?
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hekarro sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hekarro would have it so as well.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements?
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
Да, крутой мужик. Это куда-то не туда. Вообще, это что мне вы показали? А, код перезагрузки. Вот, да, вот сюда надо.
А, это где... Что там было?
Ну, это ж там мы бету вытащили оттуда. С ней вообще с бетой можно... О, как красиво.
О, смотри.
Ну, это его штука.
Это что?
Ну, это Катала построил.
Ага. О, это...
Да, туда тут.
Это вообще все было.
Да.
А твоя комната?
Это не моя комната, это их комната. Ничего не могу. Надо будет заняться. Я хочу с Бетой поговорить. Может, она что-нибудь расскажет. Поговорю с Бетой и буду сохраняться. Мне нечего искать, походу.
Me again. Was there something else? So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. So have you been upstairs at all? Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me. Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base? I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI. That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders. I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all. Yeah. I guess so. So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to? Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing. But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about? He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving. It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter. I don't think I'd be suited for any of them. Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora, then. That's enough for now. Good.
Ничего бы не подошло, я вообще ничего не подошло.
Да, вообще все плохо. Нытика. Нет, ну можно ее понять на самом деле.
Ну да.
Все, заканчиваем игру, спать.
Не, еду, получается, носят туда вниз.
Ну да. Чё тут? Арочка!
Aloy. It's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping at Falls Edge. It's a lowland clan zone southwest.
Looks like Zoe's been expanding the garden out here.
Нормально перебила его. Потому что она такая, ой, тут она расширила свой гарден. Не дослушала мужика. Ладно. Все. Хороших снов.